Why do some people seem to make steady progress in their professional and personal life while others seem bound to make the same mistakes over and over? Well, the answer isn't simple. Researchers have found an interesting variation in people's mindsets. Open-minded people approach obstacles and challenges in a totally different way than closed-minded ones. It all boils down to mindset. Successful people have an open mind when it comes to life, are keen to learn, and are willing to make mistakes. At the first sight of disagreement, the closed-minded dig in their heels and would rather die than be wrong. According to research, however, open-minded people are completely different. They live in a whole new, separate reality of their own. Researchers have discovered that openness and mood can affect how you visually perceive the world, which can affect creativity. By the time you finish watching this video, you would have learned what sets open-minded people apart from the rest of the crowd. Being open-minded is being open to a wide range of ideas, arguments, and facts. Being open-minded is widely regarded as a favorable trait. It is a necessary ability for critical and rational thinking. It is impossible to see all of the aspects that contribute to problems or come up with efficient remedies if you are closed to alternative thoughts and viewpoints. It's critical in today's more polarized society to be able to move outside your comfort zone and investigate various points of view and ideas. This is not to say that being open-minded is simple. When we learn new things that contradict our old views, being open to new ideas and experiences can lead to perplexity and cognitive dissonance. Learning and personal progress, on the other hand, require the ability to adapt and amend obsolete or inaccurate views. Work on developing your ability to be open-minded if you want to reap the benefits. Here are some things that open-minded people do that makes them different from the average human being. They are observant. You can't be open-minded without being aware of what's going on around you. You must keep your eyes open, both literally and metaphorically. As a result, open-minded individuals are excellent observers. Instead of taking center stage, they'll slip into the background and absorb as much information as possible. They are not quick to pass judgment and prefer to listen to what others have to say rather than reacting with a knee-jerk reaction. Open-minded people may be quiet and silent, but they notice many more details than those who never stop to think or listen. They are sympathetic. To open-minded people, the ego is a strange idea. They don't have a set of judgments. Instead, they move around the world with a great deal of fluidity. It's less about what they can offer to the table and more about how they can aid this person in particular when they engage with people. This makes it easier for them to empathize with others and demonstrate empathy in difficult situations. They can use sympathy to empathize with another person and understand their specific anxieties and vulnerabilities, even when confronted with fresh problems. Similarly, their sensitive character allows them to easily rejoice in highs and make others feel good about themselves. Before we continue, subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell to get notified whenever a new video is uploaded. They love all kinds of arts. People that are open-minded value diversity and love seeing the world from different perspectives. Understandably, these folks aren't picky when it comes to their media. They'll devour anything from indie films to popular podcasts to obscure online journals. They believe that there is beauty in everything and that beauty comes in numerous forms, so why keep to one? Too many people claim that they only enjoy certain kinds of literature or movies because they wish to do honor to the many various arts offered. Open-minded people rarely pick a favorite. They don't stick to one genre. Having an open-minded friend is a benefit in and of itself. You can trust that they'll have something amusing and fascinating to recommend whenever you need a new recommendation. For them, it's not so much about the presentation as it is about the content. They're versatile in that they appreciate a variety of things, whether it's classical or popular music. The best part about having open-minded friends is that you can count on them to enthusiastically discuss a wide range of topics with you at any time. They're always interested in hearing your opinions on a particular genre and may even be persuaded that that one is superior to the other. They are great problem solvers. Because they don't follow rules and regulations, open-minded people are excellent problem solvers. They don't approach challenges with a preconceived notion of how the solution should appear. When they deal with a problem, they look at it from a variety of angles. More importantly, they don't assume they're correct and will most likely ask others to examine the issue with them. They don't presume they're the smartest person in the room, and they generally act as go-betweens between the problem and the answer. They listen more than they speak, assess rather than act, and collaborate rather than command. They embrace their inner child. One of the characteristics of open-minded people is their ability to have fun. They may effortlessly move from being a daydreamer to being a problem solver, almost blurring the lines between adult and child. They have access to fantastic skills that become dull as they become older because they aren't afraid to connect with their inner child. Empathy, play, and encouragement come far more naturally to open-minded people. They're also more willing to take chances and to come up with unique, unexpected solutions. They have thick skin. Everyone on the internet seems to be one terrible comment away from a complete meltdown at times. Open-minded people have more stable emotions because they realize that not everyone is out to get them. When confronted with criticism or backlash, their first reaction is to ask questions and engage in childlike curiosity. They are more receptive to criticism and open to change and growth because they are also empathetic. This makes open-minded people exceptional problem solvers and communicators, especially in a world when offending and being offended seems to be the norm. They're curious about anything and everything. Any open-minded person's key personality attribute is that they are constantly curious about anything and everything around them. Closed-minded people tend to settle into a set of beliefs which they use to isolate themselves from the rest of the world for the rest of their lives. Open-minded people, on the other hand, are continually trying to figure out what they don't know. Whatever the issue, they want to know the whys and hows that make up the world, and this stems from an instinctive feeling of fascination and respect for everything around them. They are fluid with their opinions. There are far too many people who never change their beliefs. People take pride in what they believe in, and they begin to associate their sense of self with their fixed and unchanging viewpoints. How many times have you witnessed someone arguing to the death for an opinion that everyone else knows is incorrect? Because open-minded people don't identify their egos with their beliefs, they may readily admit, "Oh, I was mistaken." They aren't scared to confess that something they earlier believed in was inaccurate and that they now believe in something else based on new information or proof. They say yes more often than not. The readiness to say yes to the world is a key differentiator between open-minded and closed-minded persons. Closed-minded people are content to cocoon themselves in their habits, routines, and interests in the small details that make up their world. Open-minded people, on the other hand, are an entirely different breed. They recognize that the world offers an unlimited amount of experiences and possibilities, and whatever their current understanding of reality is, it is far from complete. As a result, they're constantly willing to say yes because they never know where a new experience will take them. Because even if it doesn't turn out to be something they appreciate, just attempting it provides them more information than never trying it. They reflect and think. So what makes someone who is open-minded in the first place? Is it simply the fact that they accept other people's beliefs and ideas, or the fact that they never turn down new experiences? It could simply be that they are more emotionally mature than their closed-minded peers. An open-minded individual enjoys their own isolation regularly, using this period for reflecting, meditating, and delving deeply into their introspection. They reflect on their beliefs, the reasons for their habits and behaviors, and strive to gain a better understanding of themselves every day. They reserve judgment. The majority of us are far too ready to judge others, yet open-minded people are not. Sure, they have their own views and assumptions, but it doesn't imply they'll try to figure out a person's entire personality based on a single event. They don't pass judgment on others based on their appearance. They are more interested in inner beauty. Being open-minded entails patience. It entails accepting the idea that you don't fully comprehend everything that there is to comprehend, but that with time, you will. But you can only reserve judgment like an open-minded person if you believe you can get there, to a new level of understanding. They are accepting of change. As we all know, change is scary, and humans are almost physiologically designed to avoid it. Change brings instability, and instability brings the unknown. Nobody enjoys not knowing whether or not they'll wake up the next day in a world they comprehend. Open-minded people, on the other hand, are perfectly content to accept the world as it is, a continually changing and evolving environment. They understand that leaping into the unknown might be terrifying, but that there is always something fresh waiting on the other side. They don't let the shifting nature of life terrify them because, after all, why should you be afraid of something you can't control? Hey, you've made it to the end of this video. So what do you think? Will you be implementing these tips to overcome your closed-minded thinking? We hope so. Let us know in the comments section. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like and subscribe. Oh, and turn on post notifications. Now, if you will excuse me, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.